The Hands and Autism team has extensive, interdisciplinary experience, collaborating with educational professionals, medical and community providers, individuals with autism and their families, justice personnel, first responders, and many others. We combine this with our field-based work implementing evidence-based practices with individuals and families, to develop the Hands and Autism Model Training Curriculum, framework, and process. The model's comprehensive curriculum promotes shared awareness and understanding of autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, and the scientifically or evidence-based practice standards needed to support individuals and families in reaching their potential within the community. The house is a visual representation of the Hands and Autism model. This visual does not completely capture the complexities of customizing programming and instruction for those with ASD and other social, communication, behavioral and/or neurodevelopmental disorders. However, it offers a good overview. 5 primary curricular areas, or units, reflect the behavioral and educational practices and processes, which are essential in supporting the independence and successful integration of individuals with ASD. The training of providers and caregivers follows a standard process, in which the curriculum components, structured within the house framework, are sequentially and systematically trained using common methods, such as demonstration, practice, feedback, coaching and mentoring. The ultimate goal of the Hands and Autism model is to support the development of skills of providers and caregivers in critically selecting, integrating, and individualizing the evidence-based strategies that most easily and effectively meet the needs of each individual with ASD, regardless of age, functioning, and skills. However, the progression between units is not linear, and can go back and forth as conditions change. For example, if new students are added to a classroom, staff members change, or certain skills or strategies lose effectiveness, previously mastered topics may be revisited or bolstered. At the heart of the Hands and Autism Model Training Curriculum, framework, and process, lies understanding of the practical strengths, needs, and implications of working with individuals with ASD and related disorders. Central to the model is understanding of evidence-based practices, specifically related but not exclusive to applied behavior analysis, or ABA. ABA is the systematic use of data to drive the effective application of behavioral principles. It is essential to teaching and supporting those with ASD, but is also beneficial to many learners with and without disabilities. HANDS supports the use of a comprehensive set of strategies and practices, aligned with the needs of the individual and setting. ABA is a part of the HANDS philosophy diamond, which represents the philosophy of the Hands and Autism model. The full training curriculum and framework of the model are reinforced, supported, and maintained with implementation supports that surround the house. These strategies include prompting, positive attention, planned ignoring, and team collaboration. These common strategies are introduced early in our training, because they are key to all other lessons. Each is covered more fully in later house modules, but early introduction allows to increase opportunities for practice, application, and feedback, and as a result, to increase the success of any programming. According to the HANDS model, after mastering these core principles, the focus then moves to the base, or foundation, of the house. As it is with any house, a solid foundation is critical to the strength of all other components. Likewise, in the Hands and Autism model, setting up for success with proactive environmental components is the basis for effective implementation across all other main areas, or units, of the training curriculum. This unit follows the general HANDS philosophy that individuals with ASD have several core strengths, like tendency towards visual processing, thriving with structure and routine, as well as the importance of building on these strengths to ensure successful outcomes. The remaining house units, represented by the walls and roof, further support effective intervention implementation and positive outcomes for individuals with ASD and related disabilities. The assessing unit explains that to individualize learning, it is paramount to assess how individuals perform naturally, before intervention begins, to identify strengths to build upon, and determine the areas that need support, as well as to monitor progress and any changes needed, as the intervention progresses. This unit covers both formal and informal assessment, as well as assessments for behavioral, educational, functional, and vocational programming. Once assessments are completed, we can move to setting goals. This unit focuses on effective goal development and writing. Goals that reflect appropriate and objective content and measurement are key for effective ongoing decision-making. Such targeted goals should be specific, measurable, functional, and relevant to the individual, as well as inclusive and equitable, in order to allow us to recognize when each goal is achieved, to monitor and adapt goals that need greater support, and to be able to inform new goals while maintaining and generalizing skills that are already achieved. The need for targeted, or specific, and ongoing data collection and analysis is highlighted as a method to ensure that individuals are progressing towards established goals. Clear and appropriate goals help further individualize and inform high-quality teaching. A variety of modules are introduced in the teaching unit of the Hands-on Autism Model Training Curriculum and Framework. These modules include such topics as behavioral intervention, skills teaching, structured teaching approaches, and effective curriculum development with both tasks and adaptations. This unit emphasizes the importance of teaching skills that match areas of need and/or emerging skills of each individual, as well as how to select evidence-based teaching, programming, and intervention methods that most appropriate to the individual. And last but not least, the teaching unit focuses on teaching skills that build success not only in the classroom but also within home and community, and across the lifespan. The generalizing unit explains that in order for an individual to consistently use a skill, it cannot be used and maintained only during teaching, but that it also has to be practiced in a wide range of natural settings. Skill generalization typically does not occur naturally for individuals with ASD, and must be systematically taught. Therefore, to program generalization, it is essential to teach skills across a wide variety of people, materials, settings, and conditions. Using effective team collaboration at this stage allows the individual to understand that expectations will be consistent across settings and situations. In turn, this improves sustainability and long-term use of skills. Considerations of community and cultural factors are also important to accommodate skills to desired settings and with needed cultural responsivity and awareness. While each person is unique, common methods for effectively teaching are relevant to all learners across all settings, such as schools, medical offices, jobs, or other community settings. The range of topical modules and flexible content is available in an online, face-to-face, and hybrid modes. Depending on the preferred depth of instruction, practice, and follow-up engagement, you can sign up for topical workshops or participate in a multi-day, multi-week, or even a year-long course. Explore what we offer, but if you do not see what you need, or if you want to consider a consultation, training, evaluation, workshop, or collaborative site, or if you simply wish to learn more, please visit our website at handsonautism.iup.edu or email us at hands@iup.edu.